Hey fellas, welcome to Dean Talks Film. Today we're going to be talking about Argentine cinema. Argentina currently has the third largest film industry in Latin America. It is also the first Latin American country that has won Academy Awards, in recognition of films The Official Story, 1985, and The Secret in Their Eyes in 2009. In my humble opinion, one of the most influential directors in the industry was Lucrezia Martel. Despite only directing 4 feature films, she left a significant impact on Argentine cinema. In the beginning, at the height of the Lumiere age, a bunch of French guys pulled up to Argentina to take some pictures and made a couple of films. Still, Argentinian film didn't truly start until 1914 with the first Argentinian feature-length film, Amalia. Eugenio A. Cardini filmed Escenas Callejeras in 1901, and Mario Gallo made the first Argentine film with a point of view, El Fusilamiento de Dorrego, or Dorrego's Execution in 1908, about the execution of the governor of Buenos Aires during the Decembrist Revolution. At the end of the 1920s, directors such as Julio Irigoyen began to release films such as Alma de Pena in 1928. Films such as these began to feature the Argentine culture of tango dancing into films, which would be a much more popular theme in the 1930s after technological advances allowed sound in films. Speaking of, the first Argentinian film to have a soundtrack was Adios Argentina. The film was written and directed by Mario Papagnoli and for Cinematografia Valle and finished in 1929. The 30s and 40s were the most profitable times in the Argentinian film industry, producing an average of 42 feature films per year. If the film's theme didn't revolve around tango, they still almost always had heroic protagonists who just so happened to be living in poverty, benefiting from certain economic policies. I wonder who could be behind this. This guy! These themes were directly influenced by Juan Perón's political agenda, and the critical acclaim of successful films helped him win over the Argentinian public. Mr. Perón loved to censor the media, so much so that Argentina's favorite actors were exiled. This was also due to the film industry's limited amount of growth and outside pressures such as the United States and the Catholic Church. This is where we start crying for Argentina because our favorite Madonna, Eva Perón, comes in. To be frank, at this point the film industry went down the shitter, and in 1957 the Argentine government introduced the Cinema Law of 1957, establishing the Instituto Nacional de Cinematografia to provide education and funding to the film industry. Flash forward to the 90s. When democracy was introduced to Argentina in 1983, and filmmakers were allowed to create whatever the heck they wanted, the new wave cinema was at its peak. In fact, there were several waves. Everything seemed to be going well until, boom, economic crisis. But that's okay, because indie filmmakers are awesome, and Lucrezia Martel drops one of the greatest Argentine films of all time, La Ciénaga. Perfectly well timed, La Ciénaga is about an indulgent family spending their summer together in their decaying estate. Film scholar David Obuena said that La Ciénaga became a rare expression of an extremely troubled moment in the nation's recent history. It is a masterpiece of singular maturity. Martel has only directed 4 films in her entire career, but she is highly regarded for those films. For example, this is a mural in Buenos Aires depicting her next to Federico Fellini, Alfred Hitchcock, and Luis Buñuel. I mean, how badass is this? If you don't love this woman already, when she was working in her most recent film, Zama, she underwent cancer treatment, came back, and finished her film, the whole process taking 9 years to complete. So, there it is, a brief history of Argentine cinema and a little bit about Lucrezia Martel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.